Okay, so just continuing with the mapping diagram for inverse function. When x is 9 and 9 goes into the inverse function, it becomes 9 subtract 3, which is 6. 6 all over 2 gives us 3. And when x is 11, it becomes 11 subtract 3, which is 8. 8 all over 2 gives us 4. So yes, our inverse function took us from the range right back to the domain. So the inverse of f of x equals 2x plus 3 is f inverse of x is equal to x subtract 3 all over 2. We are now going to look at a second example. So for example 2, I've written the steps to the side so we could follow along. And our function f of x is equal to 3x subtract 7. So you're going to follow step by step, and the working that will be done here will be exactly how you are to complete the sums that will come afterwards. So step 1, write f of x as y. So instead of f of x, it's y is equal to 3x minus 7. And of course, in other sums, f of x might be g of x or h of x, etc., right? Now we are on to step 2, which is interchange y and x. So everywhere we have the letter y, we are going to put x in its place. So this becomes x is equal to not 3x, but 3y subtract 7. I want to make y the subject of the formula. So just as before, the expression that contains y, I'm putting that on the left. So it's what we have on the right, I'm putting on the left. And what I have on the left, I'm putting on the right. Doesn't change the meaning of your equation at all. 3y subtract 7 is equal to x. But we want to get y by itself, which is step 3. Make y the subject of the formula. So in order to get y by itself, we need to get rid of the extra part, which is subtract 7 or negative 7. So we're going to put that on the other side. We'll be left with 3y here, or equal sign. X remains there. And because negative 7 moves across an equal sign, the sign will change and it becomes plus 7. We now have 3y is equal to x plus 7. But of course, we want to get 1y. And to get 1y from 3y, we have to divide by 3. And what you do on one side of the equal sign, you do on the other. So all over 3. The left-hand side, the 3's cancel, and we get y by itself, which is what we wanted. Y is equal to x plus 7 all over 3. And our final step, replace y with f inverse of x. So f inverse of x is equal to x plus 7 all over 3. So this is the entire working here for how to find the inverse of a function. There will be similar questions in the worksheet afterwards, and there are other types of inverses, there will be other types of functions, and we'll look at those later on.